Hey everybody, this is going to be a special installment of Code 20. We are out early. It is still daylight out, kind of. It's golden hour right now here in downtown Los Angeles. Today is 4th of July. It's America's birthday. Very incredible thing that we get here in Los Angeles is just all of the illegal fireworks, all of the things that go with that. We usually end up with a house fire, a commercial fire, injuries from firework-related, 4th of July-related things. And for the news, that is really important because that is incredibly topical for tonight and the news tomorrow morning. So our job is to look for all of those types of incidents, and we are out extra early. As you can see, we don't normally come out this early, but here we are. So we are out early to start kind of getting a beat on what is happening in the city, and we're going to go from there. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. If you see that we're out and we get a call in the next hour or so, then that's going to be why it's still daytime. So again, because of the time change, it's getting dark later and later. It's just about a little past 8 p.m. right now, and the sun is still up. So in the next 30 minutes, we should see what we were used to, which is the darkness. But yeah, 4th of July here is a really unique, maybe not so unique. I would say for every major city, this is probably a thing. Fireworks are illegal in the city of Los Angeles. As far as I'm aware, maybe sparklers are legal, maybe the tiny ones are okay, but even that I'm not 100% sure on. But I do know that the fireworks that you guys are gonna see tonight are definitely not legal. There are mortars everywhere out here. It's completely nuts. We can already hear a couple of them. So we'll get some footage of all the fireworks going on. We have the GoPro on the outside of the vehicle this evening. So we'll do some shots going down the 110 on the elevated section, and you guys will get a good view. We'll do a couple runs with the camera pointing different directions so you can just look out and see how many fireworks are actually going off in the greater Los Angeles area. So really incredible to see in person, and I hope it translates well for you all on camera. So let's get into it. Gabe, stop! Gabe!
It's like the
stop talking.
It's like the classic
Gabe.
downtown LA shot that they use in all the movies.
Oh my goodness.
You can get good compression with the skyline.
Okay. Yeah, wherever you want to go, brother, I copy. 45 is going to be en route 211 West 57th on a reported structure, and yeah, it's already starting to pop off down here. I'll be it's right off of Slauson 110. 45 is en route. Okay, so yeah, you can see it's just nuts. Completely nuts over here. So we have a reported structure fire just south of us right now, 211 West 57th Street. I'm not seeing a loom up, but it's going to be hard to see a loom up with everything that's going on tonight, considering the amount of fireworks going off. Wow, that was close. Wow. Okay, getting a size up.
One-story duplex, looks like an attic fire.
Attic fire on a one-story duplex. Okay, and they're saying it's an attic fire because a lot of the fires that we get down here, you can really see the left, there's a couple popping off. The fires that we're gonna get are gonna be usually fireworks related. We have a lot of tree fires, stuff like that. So this is not surprising for the time and what's going on. This is very common. Every year it's like this. So again, like I said, there's gonna be a bunch of structure fire calls tonight, and injuries and vehicles versus pedestrians and stuff like that. But they're saying it's a duplex with an attic fire. We're going to continue through and take a look, and then we'll, you know what we'll do? We'll go above us on the elevated section. I'll slap the GoPro on the side, and we'll do a couple runs up and down the 110, give you guys a better idea. We'll go back between the dash cam and the GoPro, and with Tay filming, and we'll give you guys a better sense of how, the scope of just how insane this actually is. Gabe's going to be on fireworks coverage and stuff like that, so any footage he gets as well, if it's really good, which it sure usually is, we will definitely add that in as well to give us a little bit more perspective. But we're getting off at Slauson, and we'll see what's going on with this fire, which is just to our left, and I'm not seeing a huge loom up or anything like that. But again, it's very difficult to tell because of all of what's going on around us right now. So, as you can see. We're going to open the windows just a little bit to give you a better idea of the sound also. It's very, very loud out here. Look at all the smoke, my goodness. And you can smell it too. You can smell the gunpowder in the air. It's really something else. I gotta say, it's not. I know it's illegal and it freaks out the dogs, and I know there's a lot of vets that have issues with all this, and I feel for them, and it's just frustrating because the city does a thing every year and says no fireworks, and then every year we get this. So it's like, what do you do at that point? Okay. Jeez.
I should turn on traffic freeways. I've never seen it like that.
Jeez, that was huge. You feel that?
Can you give me a approximate cross? T-Tango and across. Just information on 293. Roger, 2027101. Across the T-Tango, or did you have?
All right, they're saying.
Avenue and Alder Street. I'll get you something better if I can.
I barely see any smoke. I think we're gonna.
Unit 415.
Yeah, I think we're gonna let it go.
100
102nd Grand. Well, yeah, everybody's setting off fireworks. Oh my goodness. That was a huge mortar. That thing was like, boom. Nuts. All right. Let's get ourselves situated. We'll get the GoPro on the outside, and like I said, we'll go. We'll check traffic and see how far down we can go over to the 105 and stuff like that. We'll do a little lap. I don't want to get stuck in the. I don't want to get stuck in the traffic. So we'll go as far as we can. But if it starts getting too silly, because this is a thing for a lot of native Angelinos. They'll drive up and down the 110 and the 105 and get a good look at all the fireworks and everything. And
who wants to bet if you call 911 you'll be on hold for 30 minutes?
Oh yeah. Keith just said if you call 911 you're probably on hold for 30 minutes. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it for a second. That's a really scary thing too if you think about it, because everyone's calling in saying that there's fireworks going off, and it's like, well, yeah, if you go outside, you know there's fireworks going off. It's really difficult. Oh my goodness, it's really difficult to get through to 911 when we have this many calls coming in. There's just so many fireworks, and again, the big thing outside of the noise and the smell, and I can only imagine how much pollutants going into the air right now, but between all of that stuff, again, it's a weird thing. It's very beautiful. We like fireworks, of course, and it's 4th of July. I mean, you can't knock that part. But in the city, it becomes a hazard because we end up with a bunch of house fires, commercial fires, loss of property, loss of life sometimes, and it's a very the city's in a weird spot with it. But every year, I will say, it's progressively getting crazier. So this year will be crazier than the last, and just like that, crazier than the year prior. So we'll see. We'll jump up onto the 110 here. Like I said, we'll go down to the 105. Probably take the 105 west, and we'll do one of my favorite transitions, which is the elevated portion from the eastbound 105 to the northbound 110. It'll give you a really good perspective of how expansive what we're hearing and what we're seeing around us really is, truly. So I think you guys will appreciate that. So let's get it on. Let's do it. Probably one of the best views of Los Angeles during the day and at night. And you can see, look at this. We're on the elevated section of the 110, and cars are actually stopped right here in front of us, and they are watching the fireworks. They've got their phones out. They're on their cars, and it is just an absolute zoo. If tape pans back to the right, yep, this is what they all want to see. Absolutely crazy amount of fireworks, and the visual from up here, because we're so high up, I think from ground level, we've got to be over 100 feet, right? So we're way up here, and we've got just cars parked and stopped and people out. You can see here to the left, cars stopped. that are sitting trying to get a view of the fireworks show. We're gonna go down, we're gonna flip around. CHP's coming the other direction. They're not gonna be too happy with all those cars stopped there. So we're gonna go down, flip around, and get a view going northbound 110 all the way into downtown. So we'll be off next exit, we'll flip around and take a look, and then we're gonna put ourselves back available and look for some news. Because that's our deal. You can see Dodger Stadium sending off a lot of fireworks over there. So we're heading to a structure fire on Lake if we can actually get there. There's quite a bit of traffic here northbound 101 just past the 4 level, and we've got a 1-story commercial. I'm trying to figure out what the... Okay. So they're calling it the Lake incident already. Okay, so we do have... Yeah, we have a working structure, and I think we're going to park to the north. That's probably going to be our best bet.
Right now it looks like I've got lines on 2 autos. I need a company to check inside the 1-story commercial.
Okay, so I'm not sure if we have extensions. We had 2 cars on fire outside of a large 1-story commercial, and what we want to do is see...
All copies battalion 1, I'm on scene, I copied the size up.
What we want to see is if we have extensions into that 1-story commercial. But the problem is I'm having a hard time tracking where they're going with their radio systems. I'm having a hard time tracking our size ups and our TAC channels because they're using like not random channels, but they're using different channels from our usual situation on a normal day. So they've run out of TAC channels. So our TAC channel is like Operation Division 2, which normally is not a tactical channel for an incident. All right, 536, copy that, thank you. That's probably a good spot because traffic northbound 101 from the 4 level is completely shot, so I don't advise being anywhere south of that. All right, so I'm not sure if we actually have a fire yet. They need to make access inside. They need to make access inside and make sure they actually have a fire. They're not sure. They had, again, 2 cars outside, and we'll see what they end up having once they get in there.
3328 North Granada Street.
Roger, ready for water?
1839 West 86303.
Might be a school.
Switch over to me. Before it's available, if there's a one we can take French at 65. Roger, 10 minutes.
These TAC channels, I think this is LAPD work.
Metro Lake, you can also cancel battalion 11.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's there's so much going on right now. You gotta take them out. I don't see anything. I don't want to get dragged into this.
1724 East Century Boulevard. Where 2020
Let's hear what we have.
My director to get foam in there. Get one engineer to get some plastic foam and start laying some foam down there. I got a running fuel fire now coming down towards the rig.
Let's go back. Let's go around the other side. It's running down the running fuel fire heading down toward the fire trucks.
Farewell number 1. 4-4.
Let's check. We want to go over there.
Metro Rescue 55 is delayed by train. Metro from Rescue 264. We'll take that route for engine 64. 1385, we'll make you available. Rescue 264, you've been added.
Jeez.
I'm now getting 1125 transition northbound 110 to the westbound 105.
Yeah, northbound 110 to the westbound 105. Oh my goodness, the fire is. Yeah, they're saying the fire's heading down toward the fire trucks, but.
Come on out, get those people out of the area there where they're standing right in a puddle of gas.
Okay, let's do a little U-turn, and we'll get ourselves. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, they've got a gas fire going. Let's take a look at that. There's a supply line behind us, so I'm comfortable right here.
Over truck 9.
All right. So it looks like the fuel tank is ruptured on one of these vehicles, and it's actually flowing gasoline downhill toward the rigs and the hoses and one other car. So they're doing a good job of keeping it up, but you can really smell the gasoline over here. It's pretty intense. So let's go on the top side and take a look.
We've got to continue the theory without spreading.
No, I got it.
I'll be here.
Again, gas fires are really difficult to get out. You can see all the firework debris just everywhere. So the assumption, oh, it's taking off again. Jeez. Holy cow. There we go. Smoke keeps following me around. I'm like, every time I move, it's it's coming. All right, there we go. It doesn't appear that we have any extensions at this point. It's a large brick commercial building. You can see it right here behind these two cars, but I think there was enough separation, thankfully, between them and the building, so I don't think we have extensions. But the assumption is that it's fireworks related. Again, we'd have to talk to a captain and see if it actually is. Looks like they're going to get a good handle on it. Gas fires like this can burn for a very long time, so they'll put, you can see they're putting foam on it. They've got dry chem down by the engines, so I think this is pretty well contained at this point. We're going to get out of here and find something else, because at this point this is pretty static and there's a lot going on, so we don't want to miss it. So let's get on to the next one. The amount of rubbish fires coming out right now is just crazy. I mean, you can see right here, Tay, I don't know if you can see it. This is rubbish fire, outside fire, rubbish fire, rubbish fire, rubbish fire, rubbish fire. Another one. Structure, rubbish, outside fire, vehicle, rubbish. There's a traffic collision with a bicycle in the middle of all of that. Rubbish. And it's 10:30. Let me just give you some perspective here. Rubbish. There's an assault victim. Outside fire. There's a fire alarm, probably from all the smoke, I'm assuming. Vegetation fire, structure fire, outside fire. Just going. If you roll back into our active calls, let's go back here to there's 9:30, there's the last hour. That is the last hour, which for us even is completely insane. So We're gonna adjust our channels, what we're monitoring. We're gonna cut back a little bit just so we're focusing on the real meat and potatoes of everything going on, and then we're gonna actually go to staging for once. So we'll stage up, and then if any...
11500 South Figueroa Street, the Green Line, Harbor Freeway Station.
11500. Were we there on that homicide?
3617 South Griffith Avenue.
South Figueroa. Okay, we'll keep an ear on that too. So, again, just a crazy night, and we've only, we had the little gas fire, the car gas fire, so, which we're hearing that that's possibly fireworks related, but we're putting possible. There was somebody that stated it was, but we didn't have time. So, all right, we are out clear, and when you see us next, we'll be heading to another call.
95, Roger. Roger.
All right, so this is the Slauson overcrossing, which leads to the metro station for the over the 110. We've been up here before on a couple calls. We're gonna go up and just take a look really quick. As you can see, there's fireworks as far as the eye can see. This is looking to the east, and then behind Tay is going to be back to the west. And it's literally to the horizon. You can see right here, we've got mortars going up. Every single 4th of July is like this. It's quite the sight to behold. So we're gonna, we're gonna throw the camera on, and we're gonna go down the elevated section and kind of look off and see, get a perspective on this whole thing. But I mean, literally every direction you look, there's fireworks. So let's get on it. So we're gonna go continue here. We're now at Slauson. This is the pedestrian overcrossing just in front of us that we were at. We were on the stairs leading up to that, and we're gonna continue. Wow, geez, they're like right over the freeway here. We're gonna continue up the 110 all the way into downtown, and we're gonna stand. Look at all the people up there watching. It's a great view.
Southwest unit stand 2013, 2013. Shooting district 3024 9th Avenue, 3024 9th Avenue, 23 incident number 4495, RD 335. Anyone, Roger?
Pretty wild, huh?
Air response is 447, all units 2017 35 responding closely to Santa Monica World Park, 50 on Arlington.
It is. That's why it's such a. Oh. That's why there's so much conflict for us with the whole thing.
Originally on incident 4138.
Rescue 35 is going to be transporting to Hospital 438.
9th Avenue, code 3 incident 4495. Unit 459 Market business on the side of the store. Suspect 1 pretty sure.
And you can feel it too. You don't just hear them when the mortars go off. It's, if you've ever seen a large fireworks display with it, which I assume most of us have, most of us watching. But it's really, you feel it even in the car as we're driving along. You're feeling all that concussive force making its way through the glass. So it's pretty incredible actually, the amount of explosives going off around us. It's really wild actually.
AW suspect 1548 West 204th Street. Suspect survived the front door neighbor, female black, throwing fireworks at PR and her family.
Oh, jeez.
4507 or D504.
Someone throwing fireworks at the family.
89 and RD.
Holy cow. Oof, felt that one. Alrighty, so they're gonna kind of slow down a little bit as we get into downtown. All of this is commercial buildings to our right, so I don't think we're gonna see much more, but I mean, we can't even see downtown. This is my Washington something. This is one of my favorite views of downtown right here, and you can see how much smoke we have going in, just leading into downtown here. It's just completely smoked in. It's really incredible, actually, the amount of smoke in the air. So there's a lot of people around us shooting guns in the air right now. It's extremely dangerous. There's an 8-year-old child, I don't know the gender, that was struck by a falling bullet that came out of the sky. The parents flagged down LAPD officers. The location where the child was at 712 East 40th Place. It's reportedly an 8-year-old child. Again, I don't have gender information right now. But the child, I believe, was transported, unconscious, not breathing, technically suffering from a gunshot wound, but it's a bullet that fell out of the sky. So somebody was being stupid and shooting their gun in the air, and it came down and hit a poor kid that was out probably playing with sparklers and fireworks and stuff like that. So pretty horrific stuff. So we're heading there right now. We're gonna do our job. We're gonna go get some B-roll of the scene. I believe the child has already been transported. I don't think they left the child there. So there should be a crime scene there. We're going to
fire that almost extended into the apartment with probably 2,000 fireworks boxes outside.
2,000 fireworks boxes on the street. Holy cow. All right, copy that. And 455 is going to be code 6 extended 712 East 40th, and I'll be out of the vehicle. So if you guys need me, give me a 21. So yeah, this is, it always astonishes me. This happens.
536, I'll be 36 on the 187.
Jeez, that went off right here. Huh?
That was dynamite for sure.
That was like, yeah. Oh, he's just throwing explosives out the window. Damn. All right. So yeah, this is it's crazy because we always hear about calls like this with kids that get hit and people shooting guns in the air, and like LA City always every year they're like, don't shoot your gun in the air, don't do it, and people just continue to do it, and it's really terrifying. In this area, there's a lot of that going on. So we're gonna get in, we're gonna do our job, and we're gonna get out of here. We don't want to be outside, and even in the car, I'm not super sold on this roof stopping something like that. So we need to get in there, get some footage, and get ourselves out of here. All right, so I think that's where there's 2 locations on this. There's San Pedro and Jefferson, and there's 712 East 40th. So I'm not sure if that's maybe where it happened, and then they took the child over to this other address, maybe to their home. They freaked out and drove him down here. I'm not sure. So let's check down here first. Clearly we had I think a unit or 2. I didn't really look too carefully over on that other street. So let's see. Yeah, we've got LAPD down here. Yeah, there's a bunch of LAPD down here. So.
Northbound traffic on Big and 117 foot. Light Force 63, you can cancel the rescue. Light Force will handle.
Okay, so this is the house.
Cancel. Some kind of fight here.
I assume this is the house. Oh, there's a news. Let's see what he says.
Around the entry, 47 East 112th Street, across the Wadsworth. Rescue 4 Fuller, Alpine and Maine.
Hey, boss.
It's getting blocked off.
Okay, gotcha. Would it be better if we went to the other side, or because we're with the news?
You're gonna need to go about 3 or 4 houses.
Just where he parked right there, the other news guy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sounds good. We'll back up.
We're a little further past that.
You got it, sir. Sounds good. Thank you. I said, oh, he's talking to me. It's loud out there. All right, so it looks like there's another news truck here. I don't know who it is. It might be KTLA, but they're going to be setting up. A crime scene here, and it looks like there is another location related to this. So we'll end up heading back over to San Pedro and Washington, and we'll get maybe a little more information over there. But this stories like this are really they really bug me a lot. They're really.
Copies units, domestic violence restraining order violation 145 East 87th Street, 145 East 87th Street. Suspect is the ex-husband, male Hispanic, wearing a black sweater, blue pants. At the location, code 3 incident 5174, already 1802. South Casino to hands right down.
Call 650 West Clarkmore Boulevard. XL 14 North.
George 53, are you clear?
Alrighty, I think this is yeah, here we go. Okay, so there's another news photog that's here. I think it might be NBC or KTLA, so we'll talk with them, see what they know. But our information is from a credible source, so we'll.
Incident 4764 away.
I think it's KTLA.
Stand by, we'll check the call.
1 NRE 1458.
We'll see.
Parking lot on road. 6 seconds. 57-year-old female. 127 call back.
All right, let's do our thing. Hey.
We'll just get the shot real quick.
Yeah, let's do it. How far? Hey boss, how far are you going? Where you want us to go? How far down? Because we wanted to just get a couple shots of the house and then we'll take off.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Doing your job. I don't mean to.
No, you're cool. No, I get it. You're going like here?
I'm gonna go past 753.
Okay, got it. Cool. Thank you. They got you working overtime, huh?
Yeah.
It's nuts tonight. Yeah. All right, let's grab. We're gonna grab sticks. I'm just grabbing sticks, and we'll go down, or we'll get him doing tape. We'll get him doing tape, and then we'll. He's doing Spanish sound, so. Hey, Sarge, do you have a second? Thank you. Okay, so I want to talk with him and see what information we have so far. I doubt he's going to give me anything on camera right now, but I want to have some type of factual information here. Let's see if we can get I want to get tape, but these guys are talking, so we'll see if they're English speakers, because I believe they speak in Spanish to the NBC affiliate or our NBC station. It's nuts down here. All right, I think we're waiting on tape. So let's talk with this guy. I know you don't know too much, but if you could just tell me what you heard and what you know so far.
I only heard what the neighbor said was I guess a bullet fell from the sky, hit like a 6-7-year-old kid, either on the thigh or on the head. So I don't know.
On the 4th of July, I mean, we can hear right now all the fireworks going on and everything like that. Is that something that you hear the city say, don't shoot in the air? What do you?
Yeah, that's what I always hear, but it always happens. But the one thing I always say, they always tell people don't shoot in the sky. And yeah, that's of course every happens. People with guns, that's what they want to do.
So on 4th of July, New Year's, don't shoot in the sky because this is what happens.
Yeah, this is what happens. It always comes out.
And again, you said it was a young child, approximate age?
6-7 years old.
They live here?
In the apartment, so that's 2 houses down.
Gotcha. And you were here when the police were here, and did you see them?
I just saw when the cops started showing up.
Did you see the child taken to the hospital?
No, I didn't.
Okay. What was your name?
Bruce.
Bruce. Cool. Bruce, thank you. Cool, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is this is a really, really horrible thing. We heard it might have happened somewhere else too. We're not even sure. Do you know if it happened here or not? Because there's another scene on San Pedro. So we're.
I just heard it.
You just heard all the cops showing up and the fire department. Okay, I'll talk with them. I'll see what they say. But hey, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we talked with the neighbor right now. He heard what we're hearing, and we need a little bit more information on this. But we're not going to get that until we talk with that sergeant. So they're waiting for more tape. We need to get that, and then we'll get some more B-roll, and then we're out of here. And there's that other scene that's further down. There's another scene further over at San Pedro in Washington, so I want to make sure that we're able to figure out if that's related or not.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got English and Spanish. Sorry, say you guys? Yeah. You guys can lock up right here. Just what's back here, right here. That guy. What we shoot right here?
I'm gonna walk across with him when he crosses. Just want to bump into you because I can't see hardly with this thing. Thank you. Alrighty, let's. I want to get a couple static shots just on sticks, and then it's a harder story to tell because we weren't here for transport, but it's still. This is. We were talking about this earlier with the fireworks injuries and stuff like that, and then the bullet coming out of the sky. I mean, you heard the neighbor say it. They always say every year not to shoot your gun in the air. This is like a big thing. Hi guys. How's it going? All right. Hello.
My friend.
Happy 4th of July. Hello.
What are you doing?
We're filming. Good call earlier. Thank you.
By the way, I got to see that special there. Netflix was pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
They shot it by my house. I used to live in Echo Park by the lake.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
they had the tacos or whatever.
Yeah, we were all over the place. I appreciate that. You get to meet all the nocturnal guys.
All the night crawlers.
That's right. You can see how many kids are out here. I mean, the kid came up with his family and stuff. I mean, there's kids all over the place, and they're excited because it's 4th of July and there's fireworks going on. But it's just walking along. Next thing you know, instant out from some guy that's shooting his gun outside. Crazy. Alrighty, we're good. I'm good with that. Let's feed what we got. Batman, thank you. Alrighty. So let's go full circle here. So let's turn that down. So right now we have semi-confirmed information because I heard from my source that we had this child involved in this incident with the round coming out of the sky and hitting them in the head. That's the information that I have from my source. Per the neighbor, he was hearing the same thing from either what the police were saying. We'll have to roll back the soundbite and see exactly what he said, and we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that back right now. But really horrific situation. It's not super common, but when it does happen, it ends up being a situation like this. So let's get this in and get on out of here. But yeah, pretty terrible story, but just the proof that you don't shoot guns in the air. Not a good thing. It's definitely one of the most impressive fireworks displays ever. It's just that there's so much of it. There's no, I don't know. Again, I have mixed feelings because I know the impacts, I know the implications of the whole thing, but at the same time, you drive through here and you're just like blown away at the amount of. Look at that one going up. My goodness. These are like Disneyland fireworks. These are not normal. This isn't like sparklers or little packs. What do they call them again? What's the thing? The little square? No, the little square. The cake. Yeah, it's not a normal like little firework fountain thing. We're talking professional. I mean, look at the one way down there. That's nuts. These are Disneyland level mortars. And it wasn't like this with the mortars and everything about like 10 years ago, I want to say. It wasn't quite like this. And then 1 year, I remember the mortars showed up, and it's just been nuts ever since. But look at this. This is just unbelievable, and it's so smoky.
People are not just doing fireworks, they're getting half sticks of dynamite.
Oh yeah, we've heard like, yeah, it sounds like some major explosives going off. I'm not quite sure what they're setting off, but no, we've heard massive explosions. You hear gunshots. I mean, look at this. This is like, they're going ham right here. We've had massive explosions. You can hear them just going and going and going. So we'll take the elevated section here. We'll get a good view of pretty much everything we can't see through the, I think we're looking at less than, as far as visibility for fireworks, we're looking at about a quarter-mile visibility on fireworks right now because of the smoke that's going on down here right now. And we have a new cabin air filter, and I don't smell anything. Do you, Tay? No, I don't smell a thing. Look at this guy going, just going nuts. I haven't experienced anything like it. I've spent 4th of July in a couple other cities, but Los Angeles definitely goes hard, I guess you could say. So, pretty wild.
11, West 78, 9-year-old, male, attached, 5-7 minutes paramedic rescue.
I think that's a firework injury. It's right here. That might be a firework injury. Yeah, somebody blew. So, okay, we're heading to 2637 South Catalina. It's going to be reports of an amputation. So we can only guess how that happened. Somebody probably blew their hand off or what have you. So we're heading that direction. And again, we have it's just a report of an amputation as of right now. The assumption is that it's fireworks related. The assumption is that it's fireworks related. But
man, unconscious, not breathing. Firework to the chest.
Firework to the chest, unconscious, not breathing. Copy that. And 455 is going to be going code 6 again, 2637 South Catalina on a firework. Probably someone blew a hand off or arm or whatever. With the amount of fireworks going off tonight, I mean, it's got to be what, millions? It's got to be millions of fireworks. We've had the child struck by the bullet in the head, which is horrific. We've got there was another burn victim. Gabe was on a homicide just now. And then Nathan now has a call. I think he said it was Montebello. That's right, with a firework injury with a victim unconscious, not breathing. Alrighty. So it's a T intersection. We'll go down past the light, and then we'll see that. But this is going to be. Alex is definitely gonna have to blur this out. Yeah, it's only 11. Yeah, Keith goes. It's only 11:30. We're not even halfway through the night. So you know what? Let's go. We'll wait for this guy.
How many fatalities are we at so far? Are we at 2?
With Yed's thing, oh, gosh, I don't know. It's too many. Yeah, it's too many. 455. David's gonna be going code 6 on Catalina here in seconds. God. Somebody blew their hand off. Look, they just lit it. They just lit it right there in the street. It's about to go off. Is it going? Yep. Unbelievable.
And you have fire 97. Medical emergency. Again, one clear. Anyway,
Very closely to RP, now past Parabella.
24634, you can show us code 6 on 40% constant on that very good call.
Yeah, guy blew his hand off, looks like.
D34 code 641 in contact.
Double panel and standby.
How many calls do you think EMS 11's been to tonight? Way too many. Yeah, he's holding his arm up in the air, and he's got a blanket on it. The assumption right now is that the fingers are, or his hand is not there. I'm not seeing a lot of protrusion through that blanket. So, poor guy. Poor guy. Such a preventable thing. It's really. Let's stay. Yeah, it's a combination of alcohol usually, but even for something like this, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. You're lighting a firework, or you're holding it, and you're throwing firecrackers or what have you, and it goes off. The short fuse, premature, whatever. You're not paying attention for a millisecond. You blow off your hand. So pretty horrendous. But again, this is for the crime beat in LA. This is tonight on 4th of July. This is definitely something that we're going to see quite a bit of. Let's get a shot of these fireworks here in the street. You can see all the mortars. You can see them in the middle of the street. We'll punch in on that. think the firefighter's actually, he was looking around where the mortars were. He might have been looking for pieces of them. So pretty horrendous. So right now we have one victim. He looks younger. I would say, what do you think? Early teens or late teens? Late teens, early 20s? Okay. So late teens, early 20s, male, conscious and breathing, but it looks like he popped off some of his right hand. So that's what we have, and we'll wait for transport. We'll talk with the EMS real quick and see if maybe he has a comment, and then we'll go from there. Sorry, audio's on and low. Look at the street. So we have a structure fire. You can see the loom up here on the horizon. Actually, pretty good smoke coming off of that. So one of the RAs, RA 33, showed up and they said they had a fire showing. LAFD just dispatched the fire as they reported that they were seeing it, so it kind of coincided. But yeah, it's definitely something going. Definitely something. And we still have fireworks going. Quite a few mortars coming up all around us. We got fireworks 12 o'clock here. Oh my goodness. And it's now 1 a.m. and we've got that. So let's go see what we got, and yeah, we're just rolling up. It looks like there might be a fire in front of us too. All right, 455 is rolling up. Looks like I've got a two-story. I can't tell if it's between or if it's the residential or if it's a commercial, but either way, I'll be out. Yeah, we got heavy smoke. Oh, 3 autos. Okay, copy that. I'll be jumping out here in a second. All right, 3 autos exposing. Okay, sounds about right. Looks about right too. So, alrighty. We'll get in there, and it looks like they're in the back. So we'll try to make access through that gate right there. Alrighty. Watch your back. Hey boss, can you see anything from there? Can you see anything from here? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Hi guys, 020. I'm a fan from Germany. I love you, bro.
Good to meet you. Just hang tight. Fuck. Are you okay? Nobody's living back here, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Is everybody out?
Yeah.
Here, hang on. You have a kink. Look. There you go. Huh. Oh, got it. Thank you. That's really cooking. right, so they might have. It sounds like we might have extensions into the commercial, or sorry, into the residential to the north. So I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go on the other side, see if we can get a visual from the other side. All right. Can't go through here. We'll have to go one more over. Excuse me, miss. No, doesn't look like we have extensions. Do you live here? Yeah. Do you know if there were, oh, watch out. Do you know if there were fireworks or anything in the back?
Not in here. They had to come from back there.
Okay. Is it okay if we go down here with you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Cal.
Oh, that's my neck be next year.
Yeah. Huh?
That German kid.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I beat you here. I was faster than you.
What, to you? To you?
Yeah. He's like, I beat him past 2 days coming in.
Oh. Huh.
He's over there in his UK accent.
I guess we have a gas leak. All right, so looks like 3 cars going. Guy in the back on a garden hose trying to save his property. Really harrowing stuff. Like you're battling a fire with flames going up 20 feet. And you got a little tiny garden hose. I mean, that's wild. So I'm glad he's okay. And it looks like the fire was held just to the cars in the back here. So really good. Cool deal. Hey. Hey, what's up? Alrighty. It sounds like there's something else going on, possibly. All right, let's get this in. I got 3 autos in the back. I asked the lady over there, I said, was it possibly fireworks? She didn't know. So I'm not gonna say fireworks related, but it's probably fireworks related. We're not gonna say it though. What is going on? Yeah, affirmative if you could. So you walk with the sticks and then you put it on? Yeah. Why don't you just do it at the car and then walk and you're ready to go?
What if I have to run?
Well, you can run. You've seen me run like this. Yeah. Oh, by the way. You ready? What's wrong with you? All right, let's see what we got. We've got, there's a sergeant here. Yeah, I've got a bullet hole in the back. Bullet hole in the back left window, or back glass. There's a LAPD has a. Oh, these guys are they're jamming these guys up, and they have they absolutely have a bullet hole. It looks. I may be seeing something. It's a crack. It might just be a cracked. It might just be a cracked rear glass on the car. This was your shooting down here, right? You had
mass shooting, and then I had the guy that got shot and pushed off the building on that that apartment down the street.
Wow.
To the right.
That was right here?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What's going on Bixel?
I don't know. It's actually, yeah, Bixel's had a bunch of crazy stuff. What was the title on that video down here?
Man shot and falls off building.
Well, the other one, the mass shooting thing.
Oh, I think it was like 3 or 4 shot at whatever. I don't remember.
Okay.
It's just one of those things.
So, Alex, if you could, let's go into the archives and take a look at Gabe's footage from, what was that, a couple months ago?
That was like maybe, it was probably just like a month ago.
Probably about a month ago. Let's go into the archives. He had multiple victims. How many victims do you have on that?
It was like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. So
like 5.
Right. So 5 people shot right here just south of us. We are at Wilshire and Bixel, and the shooting happened about a month ago. So let's take a look at Gabe's footage while we try to figure out exactly what's going on over here. All right, we are out of here. Gabe either misheard something or what happened?
Well, fire put it out as a shooting.
Fire put it out as a shooting, and they're looking for, yeah, she might be looking for casings. I don't know.
Maybe he's just not important enough to.
Well, they're just not taking it. Seriously. Yeah, they're not taking it super serious. So we're gonna clear off of this, and we'll be on to the next one. Alrighty, so that about wraps it up for the night. What a crazy, I knew, 4th of July for the last however many years now has always been a crazy night. That, like I said, a New Year's, usually any holiday that has alcohol associated with it, you're gonna have just pure pandemonium. Tonight was no exception. I would say tonight would probably be, out of all the 4th of Julys I've covered, there's a few that I've taken off, so I've probably done it 10 times now. This was probably in the top 4, I would say. Definitely in the top 4. But yeah, just really nuts. Again, I love the 4th of July. I think it's a great thing, of course, but in the city it's a little bit different, and seeing the amount of destruction that goes on. We see the guy blow his hand off. I mean, that could happen anywhere. That's not just a city thing, but the guy who blew his hand off, there was another guy got injured, the child that was unfortunately hit by that stray bullet. I mean, it's just really tragic, and it's preventable. But then on the flip side, you have this like duality to it, right? Where it's like, okay, like we were seeing all this stuff happening, it's like nuts out here, and then you're like, but wait, it's the 4th of July, like we need to celebrate this. This is important to be an American. This is a really important holiday. So, and we love fireworks. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, that they're supposed to be beautiful. And I know Dodger Stadium did a big fireworks display. I know that they do one, some of the beach cities do fireworks displays. So there are places to go to see really great fireworks, like professional fireworks displays. So again, it's a little different because we're in the city. If we weren't in the city and we were out in the sticks somewhere, I'd be like, yeah, like fire up some mortars, like whatever. But the fact that we're in LA and it's this densely populated area, and you have so many things that can go up in flames. And again, luckily the winds were in our favor tonight, where we didn't have, thankfully, any wind to deal with. So any of these brush fires that we had, Keith just got a brush fire up in Canyon Country. It's not a huge one. He's saying it's 3 acres. It's really not that big, but it's not going to go anywhere because they're already doing airdrops on it. There's no winds or anything like that. So thankfully, they're going to get probably a quick containment on it, if I had to guess. But let's end it on just a happy 4th of July. I know this is airing after the 4th. The 4th, by the time you guys are seeing this, has already happened. So this was our adventure on the night of. And again, thank you guys for watching Code 2-0 every Monday and Friday. Alex, let's pick it up on Keith's brush fire that he got up in Canyon Country. Let's play out on that. Let's take a look at his footage, see the water drops, and I don't think this was firework related. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll find out. We'll find out more. Oh, real quick, if you guys want to know more about the stories that we cover, because again, what we're chasing news. It's the crime beat here in Los Angeles, and a lot of the stuff that we deal with is very preliminary. We're getting just the footage to go with the story that ends up developing later in the day. If you want more information on these stories, go check out keynews.tv. Under publication, if you're on mobile, click on Newsbreak. If you're on web, you can click on Roundtable. It's probably better display on the computer. But those are the stories that our editorial staff gets, and they talk to the PIOs and the police departments, fire departments, everybody, and they get all the information for what actually is going on, and it goes with the footage that we get on the overnight. So again, thank you for spending tonight with us. It was definitely a wild one. I'm glad to be and to watch, and yeah, let's take a look at some of Keith's footage up there. We'll end it on that one. I will see you guys next, I don't know, Monday or Friday. Probably whenever this comes out, Monday or Friday. We'll see you. We'll see you on the next one.